Hello and welcome to AAR and Air News. It's been a while, but it's been very busy this year at the AAR residence, with more going on than there are hours in the day. But progress has been made and a little fun had along the way. Blimey, I think the last time I dropped onto the news channel was just before the British shooting show, as we were indeed preparing for it. It was terrific. Hard work, but terrific. The people we met were really friendly and a joy to talk to. The guys at Vector Air thoroughly enjoyed themselves too, and probably more so when they realised I'd pretty much lost most of my voice by the end of the 3 days. Mrs. AAR, of course, was really pleased because I couldn't get away for the 3 days and I never got to go to the boat show. So, no new boat, and a rather happy Mrs. AAR about that. Maybe next year. Even though putting the whole show stand and logistics is a really time-consuming thing, Vector Air have decided they will be there again next year. And so will both Mrs. AAR and myself. Anyway, that's kind of the show bit put to one side. Since then, there have been a load of reviews of a mixed bag of things, from targets to rifles to compressors, pistols, HDRs, it goes on and on and on. Moving forward, I've been working hard behind the scenes and there are likely to be 1 or 2 more projects on the go. And I'll tell you more as and when I'm able. But for now, they need to be kept quiet and under my hat. So, what about new things? Well, there have been a few pellets from different manufacturers come to market, which hopefully I will be introducing into the reviews in the future on the main channel. There are the JSB Jumbo Beasts in 2.2. Blimey, weighing in at 33.956 grains, which is pretty massive and really for the FAC-powered rifles. But blimey, they should have some serious thump. Whilst we're on the JSB and the FAC, there are the new Knockout Slugs Mark II, which again in 2.2, that's that one, sorry, 2.2, are heavier 25.39 grains. The difference between the Mark IIs and the Mark Is is the Mark IIs have a slightly bigger skirt. I've yet to try them. There are also 177 slugs at 10.03 grain, which is starting to become usable in some sub 12 foot-pound rifles. H&N have been busy too with a new Barracuda 8, an 8.44 grain 177 pellet, and the Barracuda 15, which is 15.89 grains. 2.2 standards, of course. Both of these are looking as a possible alternative to the stalwart JSBs and may be more suited to some barrels that don't necessarily like the JSBs. It's all about choice, isn't it? I've also got hold of some JTS 2.2s in 18.1 grain pellets, and I've heard really good things about them. I've yet to try those, and I will be doing so and feeding back over the coming months. All of these pellets are, of course, subject to the usual point that it's the wand that chooses the wizard, using a Harry Potter saying. Harry Potter. Using a Harry Potter saying. Because it's the barrel that chooses the pellet, not you. I often get asked which pellets should people use in a particular gun, but the stock answer is you're going to need to try a few to find that out. But start with a higher quality one, such as a JSB or a H&N, and go from there. Most regular shooters will have quite a collection of pellets to try out in a new gun, or try getting hold of some of the sample packs made up from a mixture of different manufacturers. Another new company on the scene is Apollo, who are starting to bring in a whole host of things, such as targets, both stick-on and solid. These are green and black as opposed to yellow and black. They come in all types, shapes and sizes and represent pretty good value for money. I will be using some of these from time to time going forward. They also do some serious pellet catchers, which I will admit to being very impressed with. They are heavy duty and they'll take some serious hammer from some sub 12 foot-pound guns and even up to FAC in some types. This is the bigger one and it is super solid. I've fired 100 foot-pound FAC .30 at this and it takes it no problem. This is going to last you years and years. There are these, the 14 centimetre versions available, and they are also really heavy duty, and Apollo are currently starting manufacturing a 17 centimetre version, and this should also be very high quality and very strong. Coming up in the reviews, we have some new Snow Peak rifles, which are aimed more at the low to mid price range, which is always helpful to new starters and those on a budget due to current economic conditions. These things are really heavy. Absolute superb things. Brilliant. One thing we have been working on but has been delayed due to bad weather is something completely different, but it's still shooting. Archery and crossbows, and catapults. The power from these is amazing and maybe just a little scary, but they are not subject to the same laws, rules and regulations that airguns are. They are terrific fun and an alternative twist to shooting. Whilst we don't profess to be professionals, we will certainly be putting a beginner's introduction and, of course, having some fun. I will be revisiting a few favourites that were reviewed early doors on the channel and, due to one reason or another, were deleted. I will admit to be quite looking forward to that bit. I've also reviewed a couple of compressors recently, and the good news is I have them on long-term test, so I will be feeding back from time to time as to the longevity and reliability of them. Here is something that grabbed my attention. Smoke grenades. Now, a lot of us go out on permission, and let's admit it, some of us are getting on in years. Well, let's say we're on the mature age group, shall we? So, if you're out there on your own and grabbing your chest and dropping to your knees, you may well need the air ambulance or even the normal ambulance. What 3 Words app will help, but some visual aid may just get them to you a little bit quicker. So, carrying a couple of these in your bag is no bad idea. Well, as you can tell, I have quite a busy time ahead, and hopefully there will be something in there for everyone. Not that I can please everyone all the time, but we do try. I would like to give Airgun Factory a shout out because they do a really good job and it's not an easy task. The Facebook page has to be closely policed by them because there is always someone wanting to sabotage them or completely ignore the rules. Gordon and the guys are a real asset to the shooting community and they deserve our help and support. As do Vector Air, without whom I would struggle to bring you half the reviews, news and information that I do. They are It never stops. They are like a team of information seekers who have always got their nose to the ground. That's probably them now. As always, the news channel is just snippets going out as and when rather than a main regular channel. But please, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe, visit AAR on Air and join in the fun. That's it. Stay safe and shoot safe. And I'll see you every Friday morning on the main channel. And as and when right here. That's it for now. There's loads of things coming up, but I just wanted to drop a little bit of information in there for you. And we're all looking forward to it, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.